An FBI report says that only a tiny fraction of arrestees resist the police with violence. Although it is very rare, what happens when a person tries to fight cops? Case number 1. This lady turned a simple PFA breach case into a bigger problem for herself by hitting an officer in the face. On January 15, 2022, police officers were called because a woman named Alicia was violating a protection from abuse, or PFA order, from the court. She has been to jails and courts before and is known for her uncooperative and childish behavior. When the officers arrived, the woman was upset. She tried to go inside a property, claiming the judge allowed her. The officers, however, insisted she couldn't enter. She resisted, and a struggle ensued. The cops decided to arrest her, but she persisted in defying and even hit one of the cops in the face. The police were kind to her and asked her to relax many times, but she stayed upset, alleging trouble breathing.
I can't breathe.
Okay.
Calm down.
Just relax and breathe.
Alicia had a previous incident where she faced charges for violating a protective order due to inappropriate behavior and trespassing on a property where she wasn't allowed. However, today she was found at the same location, attempting to enter the property again. As a result of a complaint, the judge issued an arrest order for violating the court's directives.
Alicia, the reason we have contact with you today is because you know you're not supposed to be over here.
The cops were still very polite and nice to Alicia and helped her to get up and stay easy. But she behaved like a crazy 5-year-old.
We're going to stand up on your feet. We're going to help you up. Are you going to behave?
She looked so confused, immature, and hyper. The lady cop searches her body, but she still resisted, saying that she is not a suicide bomber. Looks like she has some mental conditions.
Let's pull out here, so let's walk on out to this car.
Hold on.
The police spoke with the man, possibly the woman's father, who explained that the woman had been hanging around since the previous night. When another woman arrived in the morning, she saw Alicia screaming in the car and informed police.
I thought she was gone, and I look and she's still there,
The cops put the woman in the squad car nicely. She insists on having her lawyer, expressing frustration and confusion about the situation. Throughout the entire encounter, the woman's behavior was challenging, and the officers tried their best to handle the situation calmly and professionally. Alicia was then charged with battery, violation of a court order, and resisting arrest. Case number 2. Alicia may have annoyed the police, but she had a medical issue and was on medication. However, this woman assaulted the officer out of her fury and arrogance of riches.
You searched that's my car! That's my car! You didn't have my permission!
Concerned employees at an Ohio pub alerted the police about a potential intoxicated driver in the car park on February 25, 2023. When the officers arrived at the scene, they found a guy passed out in the driver's seat with his foot on the gas pedal, and the car's engine was still running. They tried to wake him up, but the car was locked. After the police removed him from the car, he appeared totally intoxicated and exhausted. When questioned, he confessed to consuming alcohol and marijuana earlier that night. However, he declined to take the sobriety test. He repeatedly said sorry to the cops and opposed being arrested. While interrogating, the man said that his girlfriend was inside the bar, and the car actually belonged to her. One of the officers started searching the car when the angry bombshell emerged from the bar and screamed at the cop. As soon as she found out that it was someone from the bar who alerted police, she dashed inside and dragged out the pub owner. She shouted at the pub owner what the cops were doing inspecting her car in the pub's car park. She went berserk because the pub staff called the police without telling her, and then the officer searched her car without her consent. She shouted at the police to get a warrant and then search. The girl was completely unhinged, mad, and screaming. It seems that the car had marijuana in it, and the girl was acting very rudely to the officer on duty. She kept yelling for a justification and reason when the cops said he would arrest her. Her boyfriend had already been arrested and placed in the police car by another cop. He didn't even inquire about his girlfriend, but requested the police to phone his mother.
Hold on one second, sir.
in there, dude. I'm so sorry.
While Kara persisted in the dispute, with allegations of 2 bags of cannabis ownership, and the cops demanding to examine the car.
The marijuana's in the car. There's 2 bags of
For
marijuana.
marijuana?
Yes. And because he was drinking.
The officer is going to arrest her for obstruction while she continued to defy and act superior to the law because of her financial influence.
Official business.
Go ahead, because I have money, baby. We're gonna sue the state of Claremont County.
But tonight you won't be.
In the midst of the chaos, the woman kicked one of the cops twice, adding another layer of trouble to the situation. The officers somehow managed to put handcuffs on her. They actually took her to the police car and put her inside to take her to face her charges. While her boyfriend was also taken for a breath test, the police handled him very gently because he cooperated and was not very guilty except for a breath test. In the car, the officers found some bags of marijuana and a few bottles of different pills. The girl was ultimately charged with obstructing official business, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. Despite the officers' efforts to maintain order, the situation became tense and resulted in arrests and charges. The story highlights the challenges law enforcement faces when dealing with individuals who resist or fight against them, leading to escalated confrontations and legal consequences.